Hello everyone! So si Teacher Jenny ulit at narito naman ako para i-discuss sa inyo ang last na topic para sa ating quarter 1. So we have week 8 na tayo. So we have here the scientific notation. So papakita ko muna sa inyo ang ating main goal or yung MELT natin, most essential learning competency para sa week 8, and that is the learner writes number in scientific notation and vice versa. So yun yung pinaka-goal natin. But at the end of the lesson, himay-himay natin, the student should be able, yung una ay, for you to define scientific notation. And for the next one, we have write number in scientific notation and vice versa. Next is we have the first learning task na meron kayo sa module nyo. Kung makikita natin, ang instruction dyan is how do you write the following in figures. So may binigay na words dyan, wherein you need to write those words into figures or numbers, right? So we have the first one is 543. So paano mo ba daw siya maisusulat into number? So napakadali nito, napakasimple. We know that this 543, pag sinulat natin siya sa number or figure, we have 543. 5, 4, and 3. Bakit? We have here just a recall, ones, tens, hundreds. Tama? So we have 543. 5 for our 100, and then 40 for our tens, and then we have 3 for our ones. So we have 543. Next is we have 1,068. So may binigay siyang 1,000 o 1,000. Wala tayong hundreds, tama? And then we have 68. So susulat natin siya sa figure as 1,068. Next is we have 2/10. So, di ba ito ay diniscuss na natin, decimal or fraction. Sa fraction form, napakadali niyan, 2/10. Ibig sabihin, 2 over 10. Sa decimal naman, we have 0.2. Since itong location na to ay tenths. Tama? Next, number 4. We have 5,300,000. So we have 5,300,000. So meron tayo dong 5 million and then 300,000 sa ating figure. Sobrang dali nito, parang ano lang to sa inyo, recall lang kung paano natin isulat yung numbers or yung words into figures. Next is the last one, 857,000. Kung mapapansin nyo, thousands. May THS. So, ibig sabihin yan ay decimal. So, we have 857,000. So, after a decimal point, we have here tenths, hundreds, thousands. So, ibig sabihin dito dapat siya mag-end. So, we have 857. So, 857. Sakto. So, tenths, hundred, thousands, 857 thousands. Okay, sa fraction naman, pwede din siyang 857 over 1,000. Tama? Or 1,000, I mean. Next is, do you have any other idea of writing a very small or very big number? So, instead ng ganong figure, meron pa ba kayong ibang idea kung paano ba daw isusulat yung sobrang laki at sobrang liit na mga number? Yes, so meron tayong yung topic natin for today, which is scientific notation. Yun yung magiging discussion natin. Because this scientific notation is a system of notation used to express very large or very small numbers. So, ibig sabihin, ito daw scientific notation is a system of notation na makakatulong sa atin para ma-express natin yung very large or yung very small numbers or yung napakalalaki or napakaliliit na numbers. Bakit? Actually, sa inyong calculators, minsan pagka nag-input kayo ng mga numbers or nag-apply kayo or perform of operations, merong mga tendency na sobrang lalaki na ng sagot. Kung mapapansin nyo, meron na dong 9 point something times 10 raised to something na. 10 raised to 7. Hala, bakit ganito yung sagot? Anong isasagot ko? Anong isusulat ko na final answer? So, yun yung nagiging problema ng mga bata. So, yun yung use ng scientific notation. Okay? Para, kasi yung calcu hindi niya kaya ng mag-input ng napakadaming number. Tama? So, ito yung scientific notation na tinatawag natin. Next is, this uses exponents so as not to require the use of many zeros which can be confusing and lead to errors. Yun nga, kasi sobrang dami ng zero, kasi sobrang laki na ng number, or sobrang liit, pwede namang sobrang liit ng number. That's why we use exponents na for us to express the numbers. So later, mas maiintindihan nyo yan. So a scientific notation is written in the form of A times 10 raised to n. So, we're in yung ating A, may condition tayo. Itong A na meron tayo dito, it should be greater than or equal to 1. Ibig sabihin, pwede siyang equal kay 1, 1 mismo, or mas malaki pa kay 1. Pero may condition din na dapat hindi siya lalagpas ng 10. It should be less than 10. So hanggang 9 lang tayo, 9 point something, basta hindi lalagpas ng 10. Tandaan niyo yan, yan yung una nating rule for writing numbers in scientific notation. Dapat yung A, equal siya or mas malaki kay 1, pwede, pero hindi siya lalagpas ng 10. Okay? Next is, it is written as a number from 1 through 9 multiplied by 10 raised to the appropriate exponent. So sabi nire-write daw siya from number 1 through 9 multiplied siya kay 10 i-raise sa isang appropriate exponent. So let's have an example for that. Illustrative example number 1 sa module nyo. Ang una dyan ay the distance of the Earth from the Sun is approximately 93 million miles. Let's write this distance in scientific notation. So, paano nga ba siya? This example, we have the first step is to get the first significant digit. Di ba meron tayong rule na binigay kanina? Sabi natin, may express daw natin ang number in scientific notation in the form na A times 10 raised to n. Tama? At may condition tayo na yung A dapat, di ba, we have A times 10 raised to n. Yan yung pinaka-figure or yung scientific notation natin. Tama? Yung format ng scientific notation natin. At meron tayong rule na yung A ay dapat ay equal o mas malaki kay 1. Tama? At hindi lalaki kay 10. So, ito muna yung kukunin natin, yung A. Ano ba yung dapat nating A? So, let's have this 93 million. Since meron tayong 93 million, dapat makuha natin na merong isang number to the left na dapat ay equal kay 1 or mas malaki kay 1 pero hindi lalagpas kay 10. So, dapat maiwan si 9 na mag-isa sa kaliwa. Okay, paano yun? We have here the whole number. Since wala siyang decimal point, understood siya na ang decimal point niya ay nasa dulo kapag whole number. Tama? Kasi wala siyang decimal point doon. So, nandito siya sa dulo. Now, kailangan maiwan si 9 sa kaliwa. Yun yung kailangan yung tandaan. May maiwan na isa doon sa kaliwa. Okay? Let's move this decimal point. So we have there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ayan. So andun na ngayon si decimal point sa pagitan ni 9 and 3 para maiwan si 9 sa kaliwa. So yun yung lagi nating first goal. Get the first significant digit. Ngayon, ibig sabihin, naging ganito na siya. Di ba minove natin? So, naging ganito na siya, 9.3000000. Now, this is equal to 9.3. Disregard na yung mga zero na yon kasi nasa kanan naman ng decimal point. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung una nating kukunin. Yung merong first significant digit. So, we have now 9.3. Diba? Mas malaki siya kay 1 or equal siya kay 1 or hindi siya lumagpas kay 10. So, that's 9.3. From 93 million, kinuha natin yung 9.3. Pag nakuha na natin yan, the next one is to count the number of places you moved. Ilang beses ba tayo nag-move kanina? So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times tayo nag-move. So, ibig sabihin, we have 7 places. Ngayon naman, sa format natin kanina, di ba, we have A times 10 raised to n. Etong n na to, yun yung kung ilang beses tayo nag-move. Ibig sabihin, we obtained this A na 9.3. The third step is we need to multiply to 10 raised to that exponent. So, ibig sabihin, we have here the A is 9.3. Tama? Nagawa na natin si A. Times 10 raised to, yung n natin ay 7. Kasi 7 times tayo nag-move. Tama? But the exponent is positive, kung mapapansin nyo, yung 7 exponent ay positive since we convert a large number to scientific notation kasi ang convert natin ay malaking number kasi ang 93 million ay malaki, tama? Since ang malaki yung convert natin papunta sa scientific notation, ibig sabihin ang exponent natin na naka-raise kay 10 ay positive. Therefore, our final answer is 93 million ay equal siya sa 9.3 times 10 raised to 7. Okay, let's try this one. What if you convert 34,000 in scientific notation? So, kukunin muna natin yung first significant digit. So we have 34,000. So we have here, dapat maiwan si 3 doon. Ibig sabihin, we have the whole number, andito si decimal point, tama? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Apat na move. So we have there 3.4. 3.4 times 10 raised to 4. Bakit? Naiwan si 3.4 doon, yung A natin, ita-times natin siya kay 10. Ilang beses tayo nag-move? 4 times. Bakit positive 4? Kasi 34,000 ay malaki. Okay? Hindi siya less than 1. So we have 34,000 is equal to 3.4 times 10 raised to 4. How about this one? You try. Convert 75 in scientific notation. Paano pag gano'n naman? From this decimal point, kasi whole number siya, so we have one move. Isang move lang. So we have 7.5 times 10 raised to positive 1. 10 raised to 1, pwede na siya na hindi naka-raise sa 1. Pwede ang final answer nyo na lang is 7.5 times 10. Pwede na yan kasi understood na yung 1. How about this one? What if we need to convert 6.5 in scientific notation kasi less than 1 na siya. So, ibig sabihin, si 6.5, dahil meron na isang number sa left na naiwan, before the decimal point, 6.5 na siya. May-maintain siya na 6.5 dahil hindi natin siya nilikot at yan na yun kasi meron nito sa learning task number 2 yun, diba? So, ibig sabihin, we have 6.5 times 10, wala kayong nilikot na kahit ano, hindi kayo nag-move, so raised to 0. Okay? So, we have 6.5 times 10 raised to 0. Bakit? Any number na ni-raise nyo kay 0, yan ay equal to 1. Ibig sabihin, para lang siyang 6.5 times 1. But written in scientific notation, we have 6.5 times 10 raised to 0. Kasi any number you raise to 0, that's equal to 1. Illustrative example number 2 sa inyong module. So we have here, write 0.0000000734. Haba naman, di ba? In scientific notation, yan. Actually, ito ay hindi na kinakaya ng calculator, yung normal na calculator, di ba? Masyado na siyang maraming zero. So, ibig sabihin, ang pinapakita na or nilalabas dyan is scientific notation. Eh, paano kung hindi nyo alam yung scientific notation? So, hindi nyo na alam kung ano ba yung exact na number. Tama? So, we have here, masyado naman siyang maliit this time. Yung kanina, 93 million, masyado siyang malaki. Ito naman, very small number. That's why we can write this in scientific notation as well. We can express it in scientific notation. First step, sabi natin kanina, is to get the first significant digit. So we have here 0.000 something and 734, masyado siyang maliit. Kunin daw natin yung first significant digit. Ibig sabihin, kailangan ulit may maiwan sa left before the decimal point na isang number. Yun na lang yung tandaan nyo. Okay, from this point, so may point na na-given, hindi na siya whole number kagaya kanina. Kailangan maiwan naman natin si 7 mag-isa dun sa kaliwa. Tama? So, tingnan natin paano yon. So, we'll move this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ayun na, si decimal point. Meron tayong 9 moves. Tandaan nyo yun. So, we have now, naging ganito na siya. Tama? Tapos, napunta na si decimal point, disregards na natin yung mga 0 doon, kagaya nung kanina. So, we have now 7.34. Yan na yung ating letter. Anong letter yan? Letter A na gagamitin for scientific notation. We have 7.34. Now, the second step is to count the number of places you move. Ilang beses ba tayo nag-move kanina? Diba? We move 9 times, so we have 9 places. Yan yung magiging exponent naman natin or yung end dun sa naka-raise kay 10. So, we have the third is multiply to 10 raised to that exponent. This time, very small number yung ating kinonvert or in-express in scientific notation. So, expect natin na ano kaya yung exponent natin. Kung kanina, very big number or large number, the exponent is positive. Ngayon naman, ano kaya mangyayari kay 9? Magiging siya ay 7.34, yung ating A kanina, ayan, kopyahin lang natin, multiply to 10 raised to negative 9. So, bakit negative 9? Since we convert a small number to scientific notation, naging negative yung exponent niya. Ibig sabihin, very small number naman yung ating kinonvert, that's why ang ating exponent is negative. So we have 7.34 times 10 raised to negative 9. So therefore, yung number natin na 0.00000000734 ay equal sa 7.34 times 10 raised to 9. So let's try this one. I have here convert 0.0008 in scientific notation, or basa natin dyan. So we have tens, 100,000, 10,000. So we have 8 10,000s. Tama? So we have here number in scientific notation. So paano siya? Ano yung magiging significant digit natin? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 para may maiwan na isa before the decimal point. So we have 8. 8 times 10 raised to negative 4. Kasi nag-convert tayo ng very small number, we have 8 yung naiwan kanina after the decimal point. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Meron tayong 8 times 10. Ilang beses tayo nag-move? 4 times. So we have 8 times 10 raised to negative 4. Another one, we need to convert the 0.0000789 in scientific notation. So kailangan may maiwan sa kaliwa na mag-isa, and that is 7. Tama? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ayun si point, naiwan si 7 na mag-isa doon. So, okay na yan. 7.89 na yung na-obtain natin. So, we have 7.89 multiply by 10 raised to 5 move tayo. So, negative 5. But negative 5 kasi we converted very small number in scientific notation. Okay, let's have the illustrative example number 3. Paano naman pag ganito? Binigay sa scientific notation, kailangan naman natin siya i-convert in standard form. Okay, scientific notation naman ang given. In standard form naman natin or decimal form naman natin siya gamitin. So we have here 4.7 times 10 raised to 8 is move the decimal point to the right the same number of places as the exponent adding 0 as necessary. The positive exponent indicate as large number. So sabi natin, we have 4.7 times 10 raised to 8. Naka-raise siya kay positive 8. Ibig sabihin, itong scientific notation na to ay very large number, malaki. Tama? Kasi positive 8 siya naka-express. So, pag positive yung ating exponent, tatandaan natin saan daw tayo mag-move? Move the decimal point to the right. So, given yung 4.7, yung 8a natin, na 4.7, kopyahin muna natin siya. Ito, i-move now natin yung decimal point 8 times to the right since positive siya. So we have there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, adding 0 as necessary. Andun na si decimal point. Tama, minove natin 8 times to the right. Since positive 8 siya, we need to add 0 dun sa mga spaces dun. So we have there, ayan. Ilang 0 ang nadagdag natin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, ibig sabihin, naging ganito siya. Tama? 4, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tapos napunta na si decimal point dun sa dulo. So, ibig sabihin, whole number na siya. So, meaning to say, therefore, ang ating 4.7 times 10 raised to 8 ay equal siya sa 1, 2, 3. So, we have 470 million. Ayan, 470 million. Yan yung very large number natin. Okay? Okay, now let's have our illustrative example number 4 sa inyong module. Sabi dyan that we need to write 2.51 or 2 and 51 hundredths times 10 raised to negative 5 in decimal form or standard form. So as you can see, we have here negative as exponent ng ating 10, meaning to say we are converting a very small number. Now, let's have this one. Move the decimal point to the left of the same number of places as the exponent adding 0 as necessary. So, yung negative exponent, yung makikita nating negative 5 dito sa ating 10, it indicates very small number. So, kanina, yung ating positive exponent, we need to move to the right kasi it indicates big number. Ibig sabihin, positive exponent going to the right. This time, we have negative exponent, we need to move to the left. Okay? So, kopyahin muna natin yung ating A na 2.51. So, meron tayong 2.51. Saan daw natin dadalhin itong decimal point? Sa kaliwa, since we have negative as exponent. Ilang beses? 5 beses. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, ayun na si decimal point. Meron tayong spaces. So, meaning to say, we need to add a 0 dun sa mga spaces na yun. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So, ilang 0 ang na-add natin? 4. Tama? So, ganito na yung itsura niya. 0.0000251. Now, therefore, ang ating 2.51 times 10 raised to negative 5 ay equal sa 0.4 na 0 na nadagdag natin kanina, 0.0000251. So, yun yung writing the scientific notation sa ating standard form or yung decimal form. So, you try this one. What if I have here, you need to write 2.3 times 10 raised to 7 in decimal form or standard form. As you can see, ano exponent natin? Positive. Saan tayo magmumove? Kaliwa, kanan. Sa kanan, kasi positive 7. So, kokopyahin muna natin si 2.3, yung ating A. So, we have 2.3. I-move natin si decimal point natin sa kanan kasi positive 7 ng 7 beses. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, andun na sa dulo si decimal point. Ibig sabihin, magiging whole number yan. Kasi this is a very large number since the exponent is positive. So, dadagdagan natin ng 0 doon sa ating mga spaces. So, ilang 0 ang nadagdag natin? Tingnan natin. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, kung makikita natin, therefore, ang ating 2.3 times 10 raised to 7 ay equal sa 23 million. Okay? Next, so we have here, we need to remember na ito yung mga question na nandun. If the number is large and you want to express it in scientific notation, what must be the sign of the exponent of 10? Kapag daw malaki yung number and you want to express in scientific notation, ano daw yung exponent ng 10? Di ba ay positive. Okay. Next, you try to answer ha. If the number is small, what must be the sign of the exponent of 10? Paano naman kapag maliit? Anong exponent or sign ng exponent ng 10? Ang exponent natin ay negative. Next is, how do you change a scientific notation to decimal notation? From scientific notation, gaya na illustrative example number 3 natin and 4. Ang gagawin lang natin is just to move the decimal point depending on the exponent. So sabi, if the exponent daw of 10 is positive, saan natin i-move? Sa kanan. Kapag naman negative, saan natin i-move? If the exponent is negative, where must be the decimal point be moved? Sa kaliwa or sa ating left. So yun lang yung ating discussion for this week 8, scientific notation. And thank you.